Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we'll be talking about 5 of the best 80+ inch TVs you should consider this year. We know what you're thinking. Are they really necessary? Well, if you're a movie enthusiast and love seeing things in crystal clear picture quality, then we'd say absolutely. And in this video, we'll be talking about all that. So make sure you watch till the end. Without further ado, let's begin. For more information and updated prices, check the links in the description box below. Number 5. Samsung Q80T QLED TV. This set has excellent connectivity with 4 HDMIs that offer advanced and variant specifications. It sports 4K at 120 FPS, support on HDMI 4, and eARC on input 3. It can handle 4K at 60 Hz, expected from PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X games, 2K at 120 Hz, plus variable refresh rate and auto low latency mode. FreeSync support is included for PC AMD gamers too. Rounding things out are 2 USB ports, digital optical audio out, Ethernet to support Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and a common interface slot for all those territories which require one. You almost certainly won't need everything on offer, but it's nice to have them in reserve. While the Q80T looks fairly conservative, it actually boasts a rather radical sound system. Rather than just relying on downward-firing stereo drivers, Samsung's designers have added a second pair at the top left and right of the display. This enables the screen to produce a soundstage that's both high and wide. We're not talking Dolby Atmos immersion, although if you want to bitstream that out over HDMI to a waiting soundbar or home cinema system, you can. But we're talking about an impressive wall of noise. The implementation dovetails with the brand's object tracking sound audio system, which adds a level of directionality to movement on screen. Dialogue locks to the center of the picture, while stereo pans enjoy an enhanced sense of spatial movement. Total audio output is rated at 60 watts, more than enough for the average movie night. The audio quality itself is mid-fi at best, but the end result remains entirely satisfying. Number 4. Sony BRAVIA X95K Mini LED TV. The Sony BRAVIA X95K Mini LED TV design oozes flair. It features thoughtful details that assist both with setup and general appearance. It rocks a titanium silver bezel, which wraps the sides of the screen but doesn't infringe on the panel, maintaining a bezel-less look. It's also worth appreciating the checkerboard pattern on the back. At 71 pounds, it's a substantial unit that requires at least 2 sets of hands to get out of the box and up on the wall, with one of the best TV mounts. You can also prop it up on a pair of included feet. Sony conveniently offers 3 ways to stand up the Sony BRAVIA X95K Mini LED TV: narrow, wide, and wide plus high. There are also covers that facilitate cable management, so you can cover up the port array if you're concerned about aesthetics. Speaking of ports, the Sony BRAVIA X95K Mini LED TV has 4 HDMI inputs. 2 of those are HDMI 2.1, supporting 4K at 120 Hz, with one supporting HDMI ARC eARC. Moreover, the set has one USB Type A port, an RF coaxial connection, an Ethernet input, and an optical audio output. It also has an ATSC 3.0 tuner built in. In out-of-the-box standard mode, the Sony BRAVIA X95K Mini LED TV covers 99.89% of the Rec. 709 color space, which is nearly perfect reach to the average viewer with an LED TV. Not as perfect in the Delta E score in this mode, measuring picture accuracy at 6.36. Closer to 0 is better for reference. The X95K's best Delta E score comes in at an excellent 1.88 in filmmaker mode, which isn't surprising as Sony has long emphasized preserving the filmmaker's intent in picture processing. Pretty on brand for a TV manufacturer that's also a movie studio. Number 3. LG G2 OLED. The G2 OLED is the best 4K OLED TV LG has made to date. It sports 4 HDMI 2.1 inputs and looks stunning mounted on the wall with a no-gap wall mount that's included in the box. And it is indeed LG's brightest OLED TV to date, thanks to LG's OLED Evo technology burn-in. As an OLED TV, the LG G2 offers pitch black levels, setting the foundation for an eye-popping contrast. It has a very strong processing which makes for solid motion performance, minimal noise and artifacts, and very smart use of its peak brightness capabilities. In other words, the G2 doesn't just get bright for brightness' sake, although you can force it to do so. However, in most accurate picture preset modes, it resolves bright highlight details in a way that is similar to that of a Sony's TV. If the idea is to deliver on creative content, the LG is very much standing toe-to-toe with Sony in the regard, even if that isn't one of G2's primary marketing lines. As far as bells and whistles go, the G2 is loaded with them. Voice control, automatic source detection, smart home integration, and more gamer-friendly features than any other brand, including NVIDIA G-Sync, AMD FreeSync, and generic variable refresh rate support, which, along with those 4 HDMI 2.1 inputs, low input lag, and a gaming dashboard, culminates in a highly attractive list of features for gamers who want it all, even if they aren't likely to use it all. Number 2. Samsung QN90A Neo QLED. When it comes to modern TV aesthetics, the QN90A is definitely the best of all. Though setting up an 85-inch TV is a two-person job, this set is easier to maneuver than others. Gone are the days of Samsung's One Connect input box. The company managed to pack all the set's parts in a super slim 1-inch thin build with no protruding pieces to distract from the effect. Like the rest of the 4K QLED lineup, the Samsung QN90A Neo QLED TV has 2 USB 2.0 ports and 4 HDMI ports. But just one of those 4 ports offers HDMI 2.1, which supports peripherals features like ER, auto low latency mode, and variable refresh rate. These settings take advantage of the next-gen graphic abilities of the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Beyond traditional ports, the Samsung QN90A Neo QLED TV sports built-in next-gen TV ATSC 3.0 tuners. Let's talk about Neo QLED. The QN90A picture is powered by an array of tiny light cells using mini LED lights, promising dramatic improvements in contrast and backlight control. The mini LED works with the Neo Quantum Processor 4K to deliver a 4K optimized picture. The HDR capabilities of the QN90A are excellent. It's easy to view even in a room flooded with sunlight. Its picture holds up much clearer than any other TV when side-by-side testing. The anti-reflection abilities are pretty impressive too. Finally, at the top of our list, we present to you the LG C2 OLED TV. The LG C2 OLED TV is a familiar, yet stunning piece of hardware. The panel itself is impossibly thin, measuring 0.1 inch thick across the top half of the TV. Meanwhile, it sports a central stand which keeps it secure atop a table or console, though it can also be hung up on the wall with one of the best TV mounts. This flexibility could be a reason to buy the C2 over the G2, since the G2 doesn't come with feet and needs to be installed with a proprietary mount. The LG C2 OLED TV has 4 HDMI inputs, with all 4 of those being HDMI 2.1, supporting 4K at 120Hz, with one supporting HDMI ARC ER. If you have a Blu-ray player, soundbar, and gaming console, the full array of 2.1 inputs come in handy. These HDMI ports support variable refresh rate and auto low latency mode, leveraging the next-gen graphic abilities of the PS5 and Xbox Series X. The LG C2 supports NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync too. Otherwise, the set has 3 USB Type-A ports, an RF coaxial connection, an Ethernet input, and an optical audio output. The LG C2 OLED TV's upscaling is powered by the Alpha 9 Gen 5 processor, 4K, while the addition of OLED Evo promises better and brighter overall picture. Color accuracy is a highlight of the LG C2 OLED TV, with the set earning a 1.7 Delta E score. The LG C2 also provides an impressively wide color gamut, producing 134.45% of the Rec. 709 color space, surpassing the basic color standard by a significant margin. That's as good as you'll see from a premium TV, making the C2 OLED one of the best gaming TVs and the best overall in this list. For more information and most updated prices, check the links in the description box below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to check out our previous video about the top 5 best 4K TVs or our previous comparison between the LG G2 and Sony A95K. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so as to never miss any of our upcoming videos.